The Steam Deck. Dropping. Okay. Okay. Um. Oh, my stomach. My tummy hurts. Gillian, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, baby. S&P actually looks like it's ready to take another leg lower if you wanted to. Even QQQ also, if you wanted to trade some puts real quick. Quick little scalp for you. Yeah, all those stocks are on the move. This China news made everything pop up a little bit. LAC, I saw a pop in LAC. It looked like it pulled back. Everything else was kind of hanging out, though. Freaking VIX spikes up 30%. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. DraftKings decimated. Oh. Hmm. Um, uh, um, um, um. Oh, Killian, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Yep, see, so keep hitting highs. Everything's great, right? Market's going up. Stock market's great. And then Friday, bang, right when no one's paying attention. Just freaking subtract everything that was gained for the week real quick. Spy puts, bang, bang. You flipped them already? You're an animal. You, sir, are an animal. Wow, really? They moved that much? Damn. All right, nice. I don't blame you. It's actually, again, that wasn't even really the break, too. I think a break is coming. Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't even happen yet. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Nasdaq looks weak too. Looks like it's gonna drop. Might take another 100-point drop back here, back down to these lows. The Dow is holding up surprisingly well. Well, actually, yeah, that's where all the dividend stocks are. See, VZ only down 1%. PM having a really nice day today. Look at this. Look at this. PM is actually topping out. It's ready to climb even higher. PM. It's a little more expensive, though. PM's a little rough sometimes with the options, but if you're able to own the stock, it's just been phenomenal, as you can see. Oh yeah, we got the best community around, baby. Woo, look at that big drop in the S&P, right below the moving average. What's that? 65, 69. That's a 1-year chart. 65, 69. So that's what? That's like 70 points. That's like another 1%. That's not even that much. It's possible. We could see 65, 60, 65, 50 today. Yeah, it should. It should. It was holding up pretty well. I saw it above 67. Yeah, it's still hanging out. Let's see when earnings. Yeah, we got back above moving average. Almost hit 67 and a half. 10 grand to 10 million means. When are the earnings? Earnings are Tuesday, so we have all of next week and then Monday. So, yeah, I mean, again, like maybe if they want Monday, Tuesday, could like quietly retest the moving average, and then it really should start to bounce. I mean, it really should. You should see. You really should see at least here, 68 to this fib, 68 to 69. You should see going into earnings minimum, in my opinion. It's been holding up very well, and the reason why it's been so solid over the last week or so is because we just caught it after a sell-off where it came down to support, right? That's why I was saying, as we're approaching these lines, you want to start building your position. Yeah, should be good. I was supposed to get Habit, not my portfolio. Oh yeah, it bees that way sometimes. Like I was just saying, you know, you have a good week, markets go up, It might make sense, it might not make sense. And then randomly on a Friday, boom, we have a big red day. Just delete a lot of those gains. And I'm sure a lot of people out there, you know, even if they had a continuing rallying week this week and they saw their portfolio up a couple $100 more, a couple of $1,000 more than it was last week, now you're probably back to break even or potentially red, which is why, again, I speak about the hedge plays, right? I mentioned gold and silver as a hedge. However, it kind of climbed with everything else. But you could see today, as everything's down, they're both kind of holding up. And also, of course, the volatility index we mentioned was up about 30% earlier, could even spike higher. But this is why I say that the metals playing the volatility, you know, these are the things that can help just kind of stabilize your portfolio on days like today. Sold some Danish stocks. Go for it, baby. Go for it. Somehow Disney goes green. I have no idea. They didn't release any bullshit or anything, did they? Bro, this company, I mean, think about it, bro. I'm like, no one's going to the parks anymore. Everyone hates, like, all their movies. People were upset about the shows. They were canceling freaking Disney Plus. I mean, like any way you cut it, I feel like Disney is just lagging. I mean, ESPN, we know how successful it was, right? I mean, ESPN was, I mean, it still is, I guess, like one of the most popular sports channels around for decades. And now all of a sudden you're struggling, right? ABC, Disney, all of a sudden you're struggling. And you need the NFL to take a stake in ESPN? When the hell? Oh. When the hell did you think you would see that? Navitas? I don't know. Ganti, good morning, good morning, good morning. Another nice little breakdown right there. S&P, NASDAQ. Again, the Dow seems to be holding up the best due to all those dividend stocks, it seems. Again, VZ barely down 1%. You got PM up almost 3%, bouncing back. So the Dow right now seems a little bit more stable. Can't believe they swung DraftKings back down, man. I really can't. And see, this is what I mean. This is why, again, I understand the options. It's extremely frustrating. And believe me, it's even more frustrating to me, right? Because think about how many times I would come out and say to you guys, like in plain English, like, oh, this is BS, like, didn't we get bad news today, not good news, like, why are the markets up, right? And I would always mention that, and you would always hear me say, oh, SPY puts, QQQ puts, and then the market would keep going up. It would just keep going up. And the puts would get burned, and I would be incorrect, right? And then it's always one random day where all of a sudden, like, we get real and we come back to reality. It is very stressful. It is very sporadic, but I'm telling you, if the market begins to move, obviously more realistic, the way I personally view it, I think the option calls are going to get even better. Hey Lou, how you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Look at the spot. Should have stayed in bed. Yeah, we're having a little bit of a red day here, buddy. Little bit of a red day. Yeah, they do only go up. Hey, listen. We've seen crazier shit, right? It's only midday, man. For all we know, I don't know, some schmuck's gonna come out at 1:30 and say something, and then the market's gonna run to new highs in the last 2-3 hours. I have no idea. I have no idea. Hey, Mr. Danish, you saw that riot today, huh? Saw that riot hit those highs today, bruh? I like DraftKings. I do like DraftKings down at this level. Up, got the fire engine coming right as we talk about it. I don't know if that's good or bad. So DraftKings, I do like it. Up. All right, nice. I only have Riot in my paper thingy. Wow. You paper trade the call I give that hits a new high like the next day. But you're in here trying to bust my ball. You got some nerve, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I know, I'm just teasing you. Just having a laugh. I do like DraftKings, but what I'm concerned with is that they just kind of beat it up. And now if markets start to sell off now into like the next week or two, then they could potentially drop it down like into the high 20s. Because everyone will think they're buying it at a discount. You know what I'm saying? But the market might not be done yet taking a shit. So, I mean, I do like it here at these levels. If you want to start piecing in, it's understandable. Maybe wait to see next week if it finds its footing, if markets continue to slide. S&P, lows of the day. What'd you miss? Well, I mentioned SPY puts. I don't know if Killian jumped back in. I don't know if he's still holding. If he is, he's up 9. Just sold. You're welcome, brother. Well played, well played. Hey, Marcel, happy Friday. It's just that our economies are connected, and there's just so much money that flows back and forth. So, I think Trump came out and said what, like, yeah, it's, it's getting tough. It's difficult to negotiate now with China. So markets started to sell off and pull back. That's what I mean. It's almost like the reaction we had. What the hell was I just gonna say? It's almost like the reaction you would have if you think about it. Like, remember years ago, like if a company would like talk some smack about China, like all of a sudden the stock would get decimated. That's what I mean. They're putting like so much value on the Chinese market, and I get it. I mean, you got over 1 billion people over there, but basically this, in my opinion, seems like people could be selling off and potentially positioning for increased tariffs or just fucking, just more nonsense to come out of that region. That's what I think this is. Plus, also, we just continue to climb every day and keep hitting highs. So eventually, you have to go red. You have to go red sometimes. They would be repositioning into... Well, you can see that they're repositioning into the stable dividend players, right? That's what we were talking about. Because even VZ, you can see, look, we dropped, and look, here's like when the news hit, right? Everything else took a leg lower. That went higher. Yes, like KO, exactly. And see how it's staying up. Look, you can see how it even rose just over the last hour. You know, everything else went lower and lower, right? We just had Killian play SPY puts. So we know everything's going lower, but the dividend payers with KO. Look at that, up. Drop down a little bit. We get the news about China. Look, runs up to the highs of the day. Comes down, channeling upward. Exactly. It's an inverse move. Exactly. Because that's where the money's flown. Right? Because now people are saying, if markets do shit the bed, I'm going to take a smaller loss because it's a more fundamentally sound company. And I'm also getting paid to own it. Right? And I mentioned this again, if markets shit the bed, the stocks that hold up the best are big brand name dividend paying stocks like Coca-Cola. And yes, Disney... Yeah, see, Disney, you can see, look, at 11, look, we dropped, and then it started to gain some momentum. Because, see, this is interesting. It is a dividend-paying stock, but again, it's not a very large dividend, so it has less value than a PM or a KO. But also at the same time, because the company has been struggling, it's less fundamentally sound. And I guess you can say it's more exposed, it's more tied to the Chinese market, if you will, right? And if something like, VZ or Philip Morris, if they have issues with their Chinese markets or whatever, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Disney, I believe, generates a decent chunk of the overall revenue from China. So if they're not reacting as positively, that makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty much how smarter money is thinking, so I hope that made sense. Yeah, look at Coke. Coke doing very well today. I mean, basically just stepping on the up and up. Didn't even stop. Up 1.6%. Again, Coke, a little bit of a smaller dividend, but again, it's a more expensive stock. But this market cap here on Coke, I think it's very fair valued. I still think it's undervalued over the long term. Got a PE here of only 20. And you can see, again, annually, it's like we say, right? Slow and steady wins the race. And I originally found this, brought this stock to everybody at, like back here at around 500 a share. And we went up to 1,500 a share. And then we recently went through a 10-for-1 split. So every time I spoke about it, people said, oh man, that one's great. I wish I could own it. Now it did a 10-for-1 split. So now instead of 1,000 a share, it's only about 100 a share. So that's why I keep mentioning it, because it's been very solid, it's been very stable, and now it's cheaper. So if anyone was thinking about it, it might be in your range now. Yeah, Disney loves China. Yeah, HGRAF was having a good day. Oh yeah, so do I, baby. So do I. No one talks about it. It doesn't get trending on Reddit, right? That means frickin' children with frickin' daddy's money can't manipulate the stock by overbuying frickin' options on it or anything like that. I love it. Anytime I mention a company and people are like, "Wow, I never heard of it." Perfect. That makes me like it even more. Perfect. And it actually I was actually upset with HGRAF also with something like this moving as fast as it did, as quick as it did, right? Because all of a sudden you saw you had a lot of new faces pop up, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on with HGRAF? Wow, good call." Blah, blah, blah. And it got eyes on it, and people jumped into it just because it was trending. And it's unfortunate that it actually was trending because even though it may have had like half of this run up, it would have now been percolating for even more of a run up, if that makes sense. Um, but it's all right. It's okay. HG again, you can see that resistance line again. That was going back from our highs, right? Middle of April. And you can see cutting across. We tried to test that high about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. And now you can see that was today, right at the AM. Boom. We popped open. And again, here you met up with the line. Here you broke above it. You broke above it, right? So this is the tightening we were talking about. And this is what I was saying as we may stay flat and stay inside of this channel. But as we approach this apex, you can see like over the next week or two, we could continue to flatten out, but then it is going to pop up to the next line, which again is going to be almost 5 Canadian, which of course will be new highs for the American one as well. So that's why I think it's just setting up. I think it's just setting up. And I know when a stock does this, people are like, "Oh, what's going on? Just pop already." I know how you feel. But again, it's good in a way. It's good in a way. Look at the markets just continuing. Continuing. You could probably buy puts now and still make money. It's like we say, baby. Markets go up like escalators, down like elevators. NASDAQ down over 2.5% now. This is why it's bad to rely like on one market. You know, if these companies are like, screw everyone else not liking us, we'll make it up in the Chinese market, in the Asian market. It's like, well, now if you got an issue with the Asian market, now apparently your whole frickin' operation is screwed. 7%. This stock just went from 42 and a third to frickin' 32. Wild. Palantir finally broke. Because these are the breaks. Oh, no way. That's funny. I had a bunch of those DraftKings calls, man. And I just put them into sell for $1 and it executed. Ah! Ah! Every dollar counts. Oh yeah, ASTS. Because I mentioned again, these stocks, ASTS, Rocket Lab, they were trending downward, of course, with the rest of the market. And I mean, they just got really pumped big. Again, Rocket Lab actually generating revenue. ASTS, again, I just did an $800 million offering and then hit new highs. So something like this, I'm not even BSing. Something like this should be down 20-30% right now. No bullshit. No, not even a question. Honestly, not even a question. You drop this thing 20 points back to 60, and it may seem extreme, but 60 is still extreme. Deutsche Telekom hold more than 50% of T-Mobile. Yeah, I mean, yeah, T-Mobile's been doing very well, so that sounds decent. That sounds decent. I did also like Nokia. I've been talking about Nokia for a while, and you can see holding up very well. Almost back to top of the range, right? Was doing very well. Came down, bounced right back to 5. It's pretty cheap. Pays you a dividend. And supposedly looking for a turnaround now over the next couple of years. We can see we're back on the up and up now with the revenue now year over year. You got to be careful with the telecoms though, because they do tend to kind of keep them down and beat them up. But I mean, 50% stake in T-Mobile. I mean, could be worse. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Yep, S&P approaching 6,600. Right, what did I say? I said we could see what 65, 60 or whatever that line was. We be dropping. Everything's getting beat up, baby. Everything. This is why fake, consistent pumping markets are dangerous. Said it time and time and time again. And until the shit hits the fan, no one wants to hear it. People think you don't know what you're talking about. You're a pessimist. Oh, you missed the run. That's why you're salty. Nah, nah. We pick winners all day, every day here on this channel. You know how many frickin' plays I missed? That's why I say you gotta be a realist. Oh, baby. So good, baby, baby. We be dropping. Make sure to like the stream, give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Dollar General holding up very well today. UEC up 13%. Yes, sir. Of course, if I held my SMCI puts, I'd be up huge, but that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully it really drops down lower, but ASTS put looking good so far. Nothing like a red Friday. Be right back. Oh, here comes the bounce. 3% was too much. Um, bum, 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 bum. Hey, I see. How we doing? Hmm. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Yep, yep. I got screwed over bigly with DraftKings. Ugh. Uh-huh. Nothing like a fake ass stock, bro. I swear. Who is buying this at these levels? Rock of shit, I swear. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't know, Gonti. I mean, it should bounce back. Should be bouncing back. Back red. HGRAF still green, about 4.7%. MBOT sitting just below at $3. It's been really fighting to hold that 3 level. Ba-ba-ba. Starting to get chilly outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Hmm. Hmm. I can't say, baby, it's cold outside. I still say puts on like ASTS, Palantir, Disney. Oh, excuse me. Get knocked down. Hey, Joey Schmoey. How we doing, baby? Happy Friday. Dollar keeps climbing. We really should actually go even lower. So happy Friday. Happy Friday. Another week in the books. Hmm. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. That's because you're a piker, that's why. I joke, I joke. Oh, Jesus. All right. What time is it? A little after 1:30. We're chilling. We're chilling. We are chilling. HGRAF up 6%. All right. I'm going to stretch my legs 1 second. I'll be right back. Back in action. Oh, we're dropping back down now. Hey, Duke, what's up? What's up? Loaded up on some DraftKings. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's got a trend line about 32.10 maybe. See down here if it wants to come down there. Low 32s. I mean, again, this move was a little extreme, which is why, again, the last couple of days, I think it started bouncing back very strongly, right? Back inside of like this range it was in. And it may have gotten there today, but obviously all of this big red is definitely not helping the situation. Hey, LT, how we doing, baby? The window to the wall to the sweat. Damn. HGRAF. We love it, the HGRAF. You up, Pepsi up. Yeah, LEU has been a freaking powerhouse. 423. 423. Did the original video at $39. Stock hit 423 today. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Brother. 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 Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this chart right now? Video at 39, bro. Oh my goodness. People ask me, oh, do you play the calls you make? It's like, bro, let me tell you, you're lucky. You're lucky. I don't have big money, man. I said this from day one. Be sitting here with millions right now. I wouldn't even have to get out of bed. Like a truck idling outside. It's, oh man, I'm about to flip out. About to flip. My Disney put is up a few bucks. Disney put. Yeah, I bought, what do I have? I have 84 puts on ASTS. So if we can see like a skadoosh, that would be pretty cool. It's doing some bullshit bounce here. Fubo's on sale. Oh, look at this nonsense. Going back now. I said we're going down. Here's your line. Yep. Dollar just steadily climbing. Silver holding 50. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whoops. Mm-hmm. Bing. Bada boom. Oh, that's a gap up. We're supposed to go down. You're supposed to go down. Come on, stop messing around. I thought Palantir was fake. My goodness. My goodness. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Are you ready, sweetheart? Get this bullshit. on it. Hmm. So the theta on that is 12. So it's losing $12 a day. So it's losing $12 a day. The delta is about 45 and a half though, which means it's going to the contract's going to move 45 and a half dollars for every dollar that Disney goes down. So yeah, we're trending downward. So if we like loop up here and then break to low 110s, maybe sub 110, you may see it jump up, back up to your cost, kind of. Come on, Kryptonite. Yeah, the theta decay, that's how much the option loses daily. The delta is how much the option moves for every dollar the underlying stock moves. I hate to say it, but we really need to accelerate this sell-off here. Across the board here. Across the board. S&P, NASDAQ, we gotta really... We should be dropping them a little bit more. Did this just break a trend line? What was this? 82.15? Right at it. Right at it. Now it's below it. Take that off. Let's do one from the bottom as well. It's like right there. Oh, what do we got? Some bullshit taking place? Got some bullshit. Just gapped up right there. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just don't trust it. I don't trust it. Why? Did someone tweet something? I don't know if I trust this. What is happening? I don't know. I really don't know if I believe this. Spy puts. Spy puts. Oil almost down 4.5%. Bitcoin dropping. Damn. 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 Oh, baby. Well, if you happen to get that traded, if you were that quick, you're up. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Were you able to get in there? Oh my god, what a legend. What a legend. Bang, bang. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was a huge rejection off that line. That's why even when I saw it getting above that line, I kept saying, I was like, this don't make sense. This thing should be back down. And then skadoosh. It's freaking had like a 9-point rejection real quick. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, that was absolutely phenomenal. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Because I was just like feeling the overall vibe as we hit that trend line, and I don't know, it didn't feel like a bullshit rally was coming. Had a feeling it was gonna drop back down. May have even sucked a couple of people in. This should really reject here. I really can't believe this stock, man. And I mean that in general, not just because I have a put. On a day like today, how is this stock not down 5-7%? I don't understand. Who was buying 200 shit? You know what? I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna get upset. Not even gonna get upset. Oh, we just popped up again. What's going on here? Spy puts? Spy puts! Look at his back below the line. Spy puts! Oh shit, look at this. Bro, this is there are people, I feel like, up in a penthouse somewhere laughing their ass off, just buying and selling bad frickin' size. Whoop. Oh, did we get a tweet? Did we get a tweet? Look at this bullshit. Well, Disney's staying down. That's a good thing. Oh, Disney, when you came and you gave without taking, and I sent you away, oh, Disney. You're a bum rock. Look at that, huh? Probably my Palantir puts too. Oh. Yep. Oh, you can try to bounce off the line, but you'll never trick me. Yep. We got a tweet, huh? We got a tweet again. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I believe puts again. I feel like it may come up here though. May come up there and maybe reject. Because we randomly got up above this line. Again, did anyone say anything? They're not having like a meeting at the White House right now or anything, are they? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Let me see. It should be right there. About, yeah, 619. No, wait. Going up across the body. So we're looking for a little bit of a higher high here. We're looking for a little bit of a higher high here. Huh? Mm-hmm. Hi. Yeah, see, I think they wanna do that. I think they wanna do that. I'd wait for like 6623. Maybe. Oh, right back to the moving average. Oh, right back to the trend line. See a bounce. Interesting. Hmm. 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 Back below trend line. Seems weird. Shit seems weird right now. Some weird shit. Look at that, you know, it breaks above for a few ticks, you know, instantly chunks back down, but then instantly tests it again. So it's like, what do you want to do? What are you doing? Now it's testing it again. Trying to ride back up to the moving average, right? Trying to ride the steady climb. So, all right, wait, what was this? 6, yeah, it's close enough. So, yeah, okay, like that. Okay. Yeah, see, now this is breaking down like this. Right as I was going to draw out this trend line. Yeah, they're just doing some wild shit today. I think they are just blatantly trying to screw people over. You should technically see a bounce here. You should buy SPY calls here. You should buy SPY calls here, in my opinion. Or scratch that. And we just randomly break down below that line I just threw. Oh, no, wait. What are they doing? Mm, mm, mm. Pretty interesting. Gold back at 4K an ounce. Very, very interesting. Time to get freaky. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think it goes back up, man. I'm telling you, SPY calls. SPY calls, man. Even though right now it's rejecting, I don't know. I'll go out on a limb. Yep, what'd I say? What'd I die, huh? Stocks only go up at the end of the day. Yeah, I saw that also. We got HGRAF at 183. It's been staying green all day pretty much. MBOT's at 298 right now, down about 5% on the day. That was pretty much the low, like within the last couple of weeks. I think it hit like 298, 299, and it bounced and it got back above 3. So now it's back at 298. So got to see if we hold that and bounce back up, or if we break down maybe into the 270s like we were initially talking about. Up, now SPY's weak again. Now SPY's weak again. Look at that. Oh, so weak. Oh, we're so weak. Yeah. I love it. I love it. That's why you got to have breast balls if you trade index options. I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. It's because you bought. Yeah. Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could still bounce around, for another 20 minutes or so. Maybe at 3 o'clock we'll start to rally up. You might have a bunch of people buying, going into the close, going into the weekend. People looking now, what deals are out there, what dropped, shit like DraftKings. Oh, I'll grab a couple of shares of that. So we could see a little bit of a rise come into the markets within about the next 30 minutes. Oil down 4.5% currently. Yeah, the dollar, I mean, the dollar's still down. It didn't really move too much though. All right, Marcel, appreciate you hanging out. Enjoy the weekend, man. Hmm. CNXC. Yeah, well, again, that one I feel is just undervalued in general. Down 4%. Yep. Yep, right back to that trend line. About 45.60, 45 and a half. We should technically bounce there. I mean, we broke this time last year. But, I mean, we were tightening and coming up and testing this line. It looked like it wanted to just like slowly hold the line and get back, test the moving average. And then, of course, we have a big red day today. So we're seeing a rejection off this line. But I like it. I like it. Like I said, when the stocks don't immediately move, people want to know what's going on. And then when they move, everyone wishes they bought more. Tale as old as time. Yeah, basically we saw it going into those earnings and then they dropped it. So I know there were some people who bought, like 42, 43 a share and caught the bottom end of that range. Other people, they own it 47, 48. But it should be good. It should be good. The business was growing nicely. It just seemed undervalued. Here we go. Don't call it a comeback. Hey, baby, I like it, I like it. Check off wonderful space stock. We are. Look at that. See, we break below the trend line. Look, bounce right back. Break below, bounce back. Break below. I mean, this is some bullshit, man. Let's go. Freaking stock should be down here. should be back down, lows of the day, right? If everything just reversed and went back lower, how is this not skadoosh, skadoosh, skadoosh? How's that not down there? Man, it's some bullshit. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they're bouncing it around, you know. You got the shorts that are still trying to hit it and just ride the wave. And you got the dip buyers coming in saying, look at this, it was just over here, now it's down here. You know what I'm saying? So we're kind of just butting heads back and forth. It seems like the selling volume is slightly outweighing the buying. But again, I think that like inside the next 20-30 minutes, I think some buys, some big dip buys may be made in a lot of these names. You know, especially if the markets want to remain bullish and just keep climbing, you know, because if everyone's expecting us to bounce back, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then, you know, they're basically looking across the board, right? Something like IBM, we looked at, you know, just hit highs of what, 300, now it's down to 280, right? So even something like that, quick little dip buy, you know, people looking to make scalp in a quick 7, 8, 10%, play it on the back, play it on that back bounce. Hilarious. Don't you want me, baby? I just have to laugh remembering all the times I mentioned index puts and the market was just unstoppable. And now I type calls and it shits the bed. Only in America. Living in America. Palantir staying down. Fubo. Disney low 110s. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Outstanding. Mm. 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 I really think they're gonna pump it back in this range, believe it or not. This sumbitch is gonna rally 20 points from here, I think. News of the day. Wow. Wow. This is not working out too well. Hmm. The power. T minus 10 minutes. S&P now down 2%. Never thought I'd see the day. Hey, DraftKings. Palantir down 4%. What? Crazy. You know what's not down still? ASTS. Imagine that. The most powerful, bestest stock, right? I mean, look at this market, completely shit in the bed. And now we'll bring up this overvalued space company. Just look at how flat. Just look at that. Right? Market's freaking smacked around. And we're just chilling. Steady. Solid as a rock. Oh, it's laughable. It is laughable. Going even lower. HGRAF is a penny stock, though. It's like in its own world. It's not necessarily tied to this shit. Wow. Wow. Disney right at 110. And it's sub 110. S&P now at lows. Everything's at lows of the day. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We be dropping. Damn. Damn. Oh my god. ASTS is going down. Options aren't moving though. Lucio, you got bulls? You want to double down? He said, let's do it. Fucking animal. We got here T minus about 3 minutes. Looking for the power hour. Looking for the power hour. I'll mention that in the Discord too for everybody. DIA calls. Catch the 3 p.m. power hour rally. Solid as a rock. Oh. 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 Yeah, see, the shorts want to keep going, but the buys are coming in. Disney puts. Disney sucks, brother. You should be fine. Don't worry about it. Freaking Disney can't even do cartoons right anymore. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Three p.m. Do you know where your portfolio is? Right up to the moving average. Back up to 6,600. do you consider a lot of money in stock? Like in one stock or in an account? 100,000's not a bad amount. $100,000 account is not bad. I'd say like once you hit like a couple of 100,000, you can really do well for yourself. But I mean, technically, a lot of money, like a nice sized account, is millions of dollars. 100 grand is not enough money. It's gotta bounce here. We gotta bounce. Aw, how sweet. All right, come on. Come on, here we go. Late day rally. Late day rally. Disney sucks. DraftKings still holding above 33. Okay. 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 And look, I'm watching S&P for you. Completely forgot about ASTS. Look at that. Look at that. Just missed that dip. Just missed that dip right there for myself. Let's see if I can. How about I just put in like a limit and try to make sure I don't get screwed. How about that? About that, huh? Oh yeah, that'd be nice if I can get that fill right there. That'd be nice. Here we go now. Here we go now. I don't trust any of this shit. Oh, my back. Hold on 1 second. Lou, have a good weekend, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. We are back down, huh? Damn. I am a little surprised. I'm a little surprised. Of course, it makes me look bad. They gotta bounce it. And we are at lows of the day. Wow. Shit. There's that break. Oh, and those just fucking filled. Wait, they fill. Damn it. I always put my money where my mouth is. I'm jumping in a SPY call. Place the order. We place the order. Hey, I got filled. Yes, I did, Lucio, yeah. Yeah, bond market's closed. Stock market's open. I just, either way, again, Lucio, like I said, I always put my money where my mouth is. So whether you bought expiring today or you bought expiring next week, I jumped in. I just couldn't buy expiring today because I don't think I have any day trades left. Otherwise, I would have did that. I really can't believe these markets took another leg lower. I can't believe it. With how strong they've been. I mean, there's still 45 minutes left. It is still a decent amount of time. But just in general, with how strong they've been, the fact that we're not seeing even a little bit of a U-turn recovery here, it's pretty extreme. Easy, sub 40. And DraftKings still holding. Bitcoin down 4% now. Yeah, Rocket Lab was up like 4% or something when I mentioned puts earlier with ASTS. Now ASTS is down about 3.8%. Rocket Lab, again, was up 4%. Now it's down 1.5%. Yeah, IonQ is getting smacked. I don't think anyone jumped in that, though. Go now. Here we go now. No way to know what will happen next week. Well, then you're probably going to hear about more tariffs from China. And if that happens, we may take another hit. It's all about China. Well, like I said, the problem is they made that market so relevant for so many of these big businesses now, worldwide even, worldwide. So, that's what I mean. If China's upset, if China attacks Taiwan, if China beefs up tariffs, if China says, oh, we're going to lower the amount of imports we bring in, like anything that they would say would negatively impact everybody else for the most part. It's all about China. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. All right, here we go. Late day rally. Late day rally. What's going down? Oh, my DraftKings. I see. I see. Yes. Yes, I see. Man, this sucks. All right, come on. Enough's enough. Enough is enough. Give me 1 minute. Yes, getting decimated over here. Oh, baby. Are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me right now? The one time I give the market credit and want to play the bounce. Yeah, forgot about Intel. Yeah, not bad. Hit 39.65. What I say, huh? Going up to the line. Going up to that line. Oh my goodness, look at that drop. Look at that drop. All right, here we go. Here we go. Late day rally. W holding 18. Meh. Even if it drops with the rest of the markets now, I still like CXW. And so do the analysts again. Freaking thing has a 30, 32, $35 price targets. I'll take you to the candy shop. Yeah, you gotta do some browsing. Got some stuff on sale. HGRAF is too strong. I'm too strong. Wow, lows of the day. This is crazy. Yeah, smart, smart. Wow. This is not working out. Slipping. ABBA. What, the band? Good old ABBA. Wait, what the? A blast rips through military explosives facility? What? The hell did that happen? All about the ABBA. Yabba dabba doo. Yabba dabba doo. So my Disney put I bought earlier is up 30% already. Spy Call almost back to break even. Took them long enough to bounce this freaking thing. Goon. I don't know, man. We were supposed to sell off in August, then people said September. Sirens. Don't call it a comeback. Come on, baby. Keep it moving here. Keep it moving here. You like to move it, move. You like to move it, move. LAC down 7.5. I said, sing us a song, you're the piano man. Mm, 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 mm. Wow. Guess they took back that bounce in a hurry. And we're at lows of the day. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, it's the last time. It's the last time I trust this market, man. I swear. Because they're keeping it freaking fake as shit. And that's what makes me rechange my whole shit. Ugh. Unbelievable. Look at this now. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Freaking Dow's down 900 points now. That's what I mean, bro. That's why this shit chaps my ass, man, you know? Everything's great. You can't even be a realist. We only go up, and then all of a sudden, everything sucks. Crock of shit. Crock of shit. So the one time I trusted, try to play the bounce back. Unbelievable. Shouldn't have said anything. Shouldn't have said a freaking thing. It's not the point, though. It's not the point. I'm sure we'll make it back next week. No problem, but it's hilarious. It's just absolutely freaking hilarious, man. All of a sudden, we got a tank like crazy, bro. Hilarious. Not how I wanted to close out the week. Calls getting decimated. Shit, those ASTS puts are like freaking 200 and change right now. It just grinds my gears, man. It just grinds my gear. Because this happens because all of those other times when I was like, oh, SPY puts, QQQ puts, we should be pulling back, and we just randomly went higher. That's how you know we were supposed to be pulling back. Wow, man, that just messed me up, man. That just tainted the whole week. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done buying into this bullshit. Like we always say, we know what we know. I'm done. Done with this bullshit. As we consistently keep taking everything up to the moon, now all of a sudden we want to be realistic. On a second Friday, right? It's the second Friday of the month. It's not even the third Friday of the month. Crock of shit. And Lucio, my bad, brother. I'm definitely got to make that back for you next week. I appreciate that, bro. I don't know, man. Shit like that. See, that's what I mean. That's what pisses me off, man. That's what pisses me off. Now I'm lit. Now I'm freaking ready to go. Now I'm ready to go. And they're lucky the market just closed. I'll tell you that much. Son of a bitch. Now I can't wait for Monday. Now I can't wait. I might not even sleep until Monday 9:30 a.m. so I can get back to work. That's how jacked I am right now. Pulling your bullshit over here on us. 182 points, 3.5%. Are you kidding me? Yeah, now. Yeah, I'm fired up. Now I'm really gonna go to work. You thought I was working. Now I'm ready. Now I'm fucking ready. Now I'm ready to go. Fucking white hot right now. Alright, whatever. It's over. It's over. Alright. Alright, I'm done here. I'm going to de-stress. And yeah, exactly. Crack a beer, have a drink, get a little R&R going. Gonna completely clear my mind because as much as this just aggravated the shit out of me, like I said, I'm okay. Because we're gonna shift back to neutral, reclaim our stoicism, and we're gonna come back Monday. Again, markets are open Monday. The bond market is closed on Monday, but stocks will be open. So just try to remember that. Yes, you as well, Digital. Yes, have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the support. Appreciate your time. And yeah, you know, sometimes we have these big red days, but hopefully everybody's still kind of keeping their head above water. And, you know, we see a little bit of a rebound next week. But take care, brush your hair. Have a good weekend, everybody.